Hi guys, my name is Johnston and welcome to this episode of where I give my thoughts on certain topics. And for today, we are going to talk about something very interesting, and that is called social experiments. Recently, people have been doing social experiments, so let's watch this video to understand what's happening.
This is a message to all the dancers out there, especially K-pop dancers. Dancing is not a talent, and it should never be recognized as a talent. The government is doing a good job not really focusing on talents like dancing, right? We are doing a good job focusing on things like entrepreneurs, right? That is important for the growth of our country, not dancers. Dancing is just the act of body movements. If you are skinny and healthy, you can easily dance. If you are skinny and healthy, you can easily dance. It's not a talent. And if you're a boy dancer, you are gay.
So after watching this video, of course I'm very triggered. Before I start this, I don't want to spread hate. I don't want you to go and look for the person and then like give hate comments or all. I just want to do this rationally, and there are some things that I just need to voice out. As someone that dances, I don't consider myself as a dancer, so I go for dance practice. I do learn dance. I feel that dance is definitely something that is not everyone can do. It's very easy to say that something is easy when you haven't tried it before, because if you have tried it, you will not say that it's easy. With that in mind, I think that he has never tried dancing, so maybe he feels that it's something that is useless, and I feel that you can always keep this kind of comments to yourself. If you want to put such things online, it's gonna have other backlash. It's a given, okay? But after he said these hateful comments about dancing and saying that oh, guy dancers are gay, I think this kind of caused a lot of uproar in the Singapore community. I understand why everyone's pissed off. Even I was pissed off. I mean, looking at it, I was thinking what the hell are you thinking? And then the next day, the person deletes his TikTok and then he starts to address that, oh, this is a social experiment. Which brings me to my next point. Why is everything a social experiment? What are you experimenting? Honestly, sexuality has nothing to do with your actions. You liking something or not doesn't equate to something. I don't like celery doesn't mean I'm a bad person or I'm a good person. It's just that I don't like this. So you cannot just equate to someone dancing equivalent to your sexuality. I'm trying to say that all the American dancers from So You Think You Can Dance or Dancing with the Stars are trying to insinuate and say that they are all gay. I mean, that's definitely wrong. So I have no idea what type of experiment are you even trying to bring. Really sick of people bringing up social experiment as an excuse. I mean, we have seen many YouTubers using social experiment when things don't go their way. You know that you are hating on someone, that's gonna cause even more hate. What kind of experiment is this? It's not called conducting an experiment, it's just called you being an asshole. If you want to do a social experiment, please have a more meaningful message to bring across. For example, I feel that people blindfolding themselves and giving free hugs and say that I have AIDS, I think that's a very good social experiment. You're trying to prove and trying to spread the message that AIDS cannot be transferred just by physical touch, which is a very commonly misunderstood topic. So if you're trying to educate or trying to spread a good awareness, which is something that is done through the social experiment, I think that is done right. Depending on the scale of your social experiment, you can get convicted, okay? I realized that he's doing a lot of things on TikTok where he flaunts his wealth and then he's trying to say that he's not poor. He is trying to insinuate people saying that they spend $100 on 10 clothings which are ugly, and he spent $100 on one clothing that is good looking because it's branded. Maybe he's doing this for fame, maybe he's doing this for clout. And I know you guys are gonna say that, oh, I'm doing this and he's gonna be more happy because I'm talking about him doing this video and then he's gonna have more exposure. But then again, I just feel that this kind of activity have to stop. I mean, I don't know what is his motive, and he's also a stock investor or he's a broker. He's suddenly talking about earning money through stocks investment and stuff. I don't know if this is a marketing strategy for him to get more exposure, so people will look at what he's doing and then he might eventually turn it into a business turning point. I'm just very sick of people using social experiment as an excuse. If you do something wrong, just apologize sincerely, okay? Isn't that what we all learned when we were young? At the end of the day, I just feel that if you really want to do a social experiment, please make it a meaningful experiment. Please let people learn something out of it. If not, your experiment is not an experiment. social experiments shouldn't be biased in the first place. Why are you standing from a very biased point of view? To whoever's watching this, I hope that you guys don't use social experiment as an excuse. You should be very careful of what you say online. Okay, even me doing this video, I might have certain backlash because people might or might not agree with what I say, but I'm very confident that this is the message that I want to bring across. Social experiment has to be done properly. If not, people will just abuse this term, do whatever they want. If I kill your baby, I call it a social experiment. If I slap a police officer, I call it a social experiment. You can't do anything like that. I know that the scale that the person is doing is not illegal. I know exaggerate the scale, but who knows what will happen. Like if you continue doing all of this, the scale might be bigger and bigger, and one day you're gonna get caught by the police and you might then regret about what you have done because you think that social experiment is your shield that protects you from everything and makes you invulnerable, but that's not the case, okay? Before I end off, I would like to ask you guys, is social experiment a good excuse for people that screw up?